All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. I was just watching a video of some brothers, and they said something, man, which made me think of this particular topic, which is pretty much going into how all these nations, man, right? Every single one of these nations are going to get to experience exactly what it feels like to be an Israelite, right? All of these nations are going to get to experience exactly what it feels like to be oppressed, because whenever we like to mention our oppression, which is part of prophecy, by the way, for us to mention our oppression and to mention the curses, that's prophesying when we're doing that, man. That's actually prophecy. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I set before thee this day, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither I had scattered thee. So that's a prophecy that's taking place when they see us doing that. Nobody else on this earth says that the reason why things are happening to them is because of a curse that's came from the God of the Bible. They might say it's a curse from somewhere else, I don't know. But nobody says it's a curse from something that's happened to from the God of the Bible, right? Christianity's doctrine doesn't involve Deuteronomy the 30th chapter. Christianity's doctrine doesn't involve Deuteronomy 28, because whenever they like to talk about Deuteronomy chapter 28, you'll notice that they never apply it to a particular people. They'll try and say, oh, well, everyone's kind of going through this. No, motherfucker. It says that it's going to be everyone that's going to go through. It says that it's going to be just the Israelites that are going to go through these particular curses, man. So you should be able to specifically see who's going through this. But when you're a lying asshole, right, you can't do that, man. When you're a lying scumbag, it's difficult to tell the truth, and they're at a disadvantage anyway. Christianity is, because they have to lie to make their doctrine true, man. But they're using a book of truth to do it, which don't work. This is Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 9 and verse 27, 29 anyway. For lo, Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 29, for lo, I begin to bring evil on the city, which is called by my name, and should ye be utterly unpunished, ye shall not go unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith Yahweh of hosts. So that's the judgment on all the other nations, right? But let's go to one more, because here's the judgment on how he's saying that all these other nations are going to experience what we've experienced too, right? But this one right now I'm about to read is for Edom in particular. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 12, which let me jump up a bit. And if you see verse 10, it clearly says it's for Esau, right? And then when you go to verse 7, it says concerning Edom, right? So it's letting you know it's for Edomites, this judgment. Jeremiah 49 and verse 12. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, on that thou he that shall altogether go unpunished, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And what is it that all of these nations are going to drink of? Well, the curses, right? After Yahweh gives the Israelites the kingdom, and after he circumcised the Israelites' heart, then he's going to put the curses upon their enemies. Deuteronomy chapter 13 verse 6. And Yahweh thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love Yahweh thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. So that's the new covenant that the Israelites are going to receive. Verse 7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. That's what's going to happen to the curses after they're no longer on the Israelites. They're going to fall upon the heathen nations. So all you people out there, man, that thought that our life was a joke, you thought that we were boys in the hood, you thought it was just going to stay in that Pookie and Ray Ray spirit, you thought we was going to stay smoking a blunt with a 40 ounce, you thought we was going to stay chefing up, being drillers, being the trap stars, wearing a JD Sports bag around our shoulder. Yeah, you thought we was going to stay rocking a pouch and a gym and a Prada belt, right, with all the other clothes that don't match. You thought we was going to stay on that. You thought we was going to stay just being basketball players that can get silenced, right, for a contract, for a bit of money. You thought we was going to just stay doing the moonwalk and doing dances for your entertainment while all your people in the crowd dancing, throwing their underwear at the artist and that, but then at the same time hating them And if they ever get any kind of spirit to want to own things, then being racist to them and silencing them and telling them to shut up. You thought we were just going to continue to be a slave for your benefit. But just watch, man. All you nations are going to feel the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man. Just like how we felt them. Every single one of you. Every single one of the 17 nations that Yahweh made outside of the Israelites. He's going to get to experience the curses. Every single one of you, man. All of you. Every single nation that's not an Israelite is going to be under the curses. Just like how we was under them, man. Since they always wanted to be under the law so badly, Yahweh's going to get them to see what it felt like for us to be under the law and to be under the curse. Right? They're going to get to see it, man. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the nation of Israel. Shalom.